While this sits here and dries, I've got this taped off. I think the red or orange is close enough. Plus we're gonna weather it. The other exciting thing, remember when I broke the glass? Well, I got a piece of glass out of here. So we'll swap that out and we're all good. All right, coat number 2 on the Western Maryland shell. And then I decided that I can paint these handrails. So we're leaving the safety part where you go up the stairs yellow, which is prototypical. Those are gonna be blue, hence the can of blue spray paint sitting there. And this is the front handrail that gets painted this orange. So we're gonna shake this up, get a couple coats on that. I don't know, but that looks pretty awesome. I'm gonna slap a picture in right here to see if we get a good color match. I think it is. So, picture. I don't know about you, but I think it's pretty good. Handrails are painted blue. Probably do one more coat on these. Really like the way that this lays down. So, all our pieces, parts are waiting. Fluorescent I can put on a coat at any time. Hell, it looks dry already. So, all I did was drill a small hole into these blocks of wood in order for the handrail to just push in to stand up. I thought that was a pretty good idea. I think I might do that moving forward for all the rest of my handrails. Throw some more coats on this. And I got the nose taped off. Can't tape off the cab, not for another 24 hours. All right, in an effort to not let paint go up past where the door jamb is and where the window glass meets the door and things like that, I've used my fingernail to try to fill in or press in the tape, try and stop that. You can see where the yellow bleeds onto the blue. Thank God that's on the window because that comes off. I tried to straighten up either side of the door. So, orange is looking pretty good on the nose. Handrail looks great. I'm gonna start painting this. And no, I didn't wait 48 hours. I couldn't handle it. This is after the first coat. It's gonna take a lot of coats to cover that blue. I don't know if it's gonna show up on video or not, but I tried to mimic the overspray. I had one spot where the tape pulled the paint up. So now I'm gonna have to wait 24 hours to tape this off to repaint that corner. Is what it is, but overall, I'm super happy with how the overspray came out and everything. All right, this blue is not covering, so I'm gonna have to wait until this orange dries. And I think I'm gonna top coat with some yellow. And then when the yellow is dry, top coat with the orange. Well, I'm home for lunch. I almost forgot about the fuel tank. It's been soaking for a couple days now. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, that's gonna wipe right off. Okay, fuel tank is stripped. I just washed it in the sink. I can get away with that because my wife's not home. We'll let this dry, and then when I get back to work, I'll get some paint on it. All right, back in the finish room. That's done. Front handrail's done. I'm gonna say that these two handrails are done. That's the finished pile. And tank is ready for some gloss black. And we're gonna shoot some yellow on this. And I say in about 45 minutes, we're gonna try doing the orange again. In the meantime, mix up this black, get this tank painted. Well, this is an interesting development. We've got a little bit of crackle going on here. Obviously, I didn't let the yellow dry long enough. So I'm gonna walk away from the cab for a day, bring some filler primer. Hopefully that'll fix it. We are back home in the fort. Home from school, home from work, I guess, if you will. Taking a little sit down. It's been a while since I've had multiple engines torn apart. The U-boat and two GP40s, one soon to be a GP40-2. This one is going to be destined for Larry's Truck and Electric. We'll show you that here shortly. But right now I'm going to take a break. All the paint is home. The only thing that's left in the paint room or the finish room is the fuel tank, and it's drying, so I'll be able to bring that home tomorrow. Okay, so right now I think the safest place for things is to put them where they belong. So there's going to be some touch-ups. You can see a spot here on the handrail where I got some blue. I can touch that up with a brush very easily. And the blue, as far as that is concerned, come on out. I missed some on the underside, so I can hit that with a brush, no big deal. Both front handrails are like that. I missed the blue from underneath. So I have a touch up on the nose right here on this corner. I'm not very happy about that, but I'm gonna try to use some 600 sandpaper to sand it smooth, and then tape this off and try again. Yes, there's overspray on the hood, but there's overspray on the real one. That's back together, sort of. Nothing's screwed together. The color's a little bit off, and obviously the white is really bright. U-boat's back together, nose is just sitting there. But again, I put the handrails on because I think that's the safest place for them. So that's about it for today. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. We got this filler primer going in here, trying to fill in all those little cracks. Looks good when it's wet, and then it dries and you can still see the cracks. Now this is 2 coats so far with the filler primer. So I think by the time we're all said and done, that orange that's going on there is going to be pretty thick, but it is what it is. So there it is. I know, really long video today. Sorry, not sorry, but we're getting there. Can you visualize it? I can. Whoops. Okay, well, I just put the last coat on this orange. It's better than it was before. It's not the best in the world. The filler primer looks like it's going to work just fine, so we're going to leave that for a day. I did end up touching up the handrails, which they're so tiny it's hard to focus on them. So those are ready to go. Everything, we're just going to let everything dry. I did put the horns in. I don't know if anybody saw that in previous videos. All the vents are in. So now it's just, everything must dry. And then I'm still going to do a coat of yellow on the face on this, and then orange. But this time I'll let the yellow dry for a couple days before putting the orange on, so it doesn't crackle again. Live and learn. One more thing. I did a little bit of detail paint on this piece. This piece goes on the nose right there. That's all.